Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Gemini February 2019 horoscope forecast, part 2 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant. Anyway, first thing up is, as far as February goes, Venus will be in Capricorn from the 3rd until the 28th. So the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, there may be money that may be spent on a Capricorn-related surgery, perhaps, such as something, excuse me, people, something with the knees, the bones, the joints, or the skin even. This could be about very premeditated, planned spending on an 8th house matter. Could be something with insurance or taxes, anything that could be 8th house related. It could be on some kind of credit card debt. If you are, if there is something that may be owed, this could also be a time too where you might, if you're unattached Gemini, you might connect with a Capricorn that might be it could be a Capricorn love, it could be a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply one that embodies Capricorn-like characteristics. That could be somebody that it could wind up being a very deep and intimate connection. Now, also, this could be about valuing a very consistent, regimented major change or transformation, perhaps. And also, could be about really, I mean, Capricorn is a sign of restriction, so you might be feeling some restrictions at this time monetarily. It could be matters connected with shared resources, and a lot of this is dependent on the aspects. This makes an adverse aspect to your Saturn. Perhaps that could accentuate that propensity or possibility. Anyway, next thing up. Mars will be in Aries as far as February goes, from the 1st until the 14th. So the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, this could manifest perhaps in putting a lot of assertive, aggressive energy into one's goals, aspirations. It could be group, club, organization related matters. This could be about, you're talking about Mars being in Aries, could be about more easy provocation. It could be with matters with friends, with acquaintances. And also, this could really be about putting a lot of energy, perhaps into your future, and taking a lot of action as far as that goes. If you've been stagnant about it for some time, this could be the time where you put a lot of assertive and aggressive energy into this. And this could be about, if you're unattached at this time, Gemini, it could be about a sexual liaison with an Aries sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Aries-like characteristics. It could be somebody that you meet at some group, club, or organization. It could be something through social networking, social media, or even somebody that may have been a friend and it might escalate into something a little stronger. Anyway, next thing up. As far as February goes, Mars will be in Taurus from the 14th until the 28th. So the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, this could manifest in a multitude of ways. This could be about very deliberate plotting, persistent energy injected into helping those that are less fortunate than yourself, such as the impoverished, the oppressed, the homeless, the hungry, even behind the scenes activity. This could be, in some cases, could be about really very strong suppressed anger, but at the same time, given its Taurus energy, this could also be about really, it could be about exploding after dealing with very prolonged baiting and provocation, but that could lead to one's self-undoing, since we're talking about the 12th house. And also, this could be very about really expressing a lot of angry and acrimonious energy, perhaps over financial limitations and restrictions. And especially if, let's say, if this is making an adverse aspect to your natal Venus, say, or even if it's doing something, or even to your second house cusp, if it's, I mean, those are some things to look at as far as this goes. And also, this could be battles over monetary matters might be driving you figuratively crazy at this time. In some cases, this could be about maybe dealing with some kind of you might be becoming somewhat incensed over maybe somebody that might be, you think might be really is posing as a friend, for example, might be actually a hidden enemy or adversary, and might be somebody that is stubbornly doing so, given that this is Taurus energy, and it might be causing you some kind of strong agitation or anger at this time. And it could be a battle with somebody that might be posing, persistently posing as a friend and really is a hidden adversary, might be just using you for money, since Taurus is connected with that, with things of a monetary nature. So anyway, next thing up. Well, Jupiter will be in Sagittarius still, so the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. Well, as I've talked about, before, that Jupiter is very benign and benevolent, but it could also be very paradoxical. It could have a tendency to enlarge and expand. Now, this could very well expand over exuberance, over enthusiasm, optimism, and even foolhardy behavior in 7th house matters. It could be in competition. It could be something with dealing with open adversaries, legalities, legal situations, your relationships. Could also be, and on a positive note though, this could be about very fortuitous, very lucky and fortunate, perhaps for sports or some kind of outdoor competition. And also very good if you were unattached at this time, Gemini. It could be a time where this could be very fortuitous for perhaps finding that significant other. Could lead to some kind of marriage. It could be with the Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Sagittarius like characteristics. Could be very beneficial and positive, with a lot of hope, optimism, energy blended in, really exuberant Sagittarius energy in defeating open adversaries and even winning legal battles at this time if you are embroiled in any. Hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back. Anyway, well, next thing up is Saturn will be in Capricorn still, so the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. Well, Gemini, you might be experiencing some limitations and restrictions over perhaps getting emotional, moral, or monetary support from others. It could be making you feel somewhat gloomy and dejected at this time. Could also be, in some cases, you may find yourself having to take care of a sickly or debilitated sexual partner, someone you're in an intimate relationship with, or if you're close with someone in a shared resources situation. It could be something connected with the knees, the bones, or the joints that might be making you feel somewhat down, melancholy, or despondent. And also, this could be about very serious responsibilities to matters connected with insurance, taxes. It could be some kind of debt or credit card debt. Also, too, this could also be a time where you might be feeling some kind of diminished libido at this point in time. When I was actually having this transit in my 8th house just a short time ago, I know that I was feeling that as well. Don't be surprised if you feel this at this particular point in time where the libido may be somewhat diminished at this point in time. And as I've stated before, getting that moral, monetary, emotional support is, I would say, good luck on that as far as this goes at this point in time, because you're probably going to need it. And older people might figure very prominently, in making a major change or transformation. It could be time to take responsibility for doing so if you haven't done so yet and it's needed. So anyway, well, next thing up is Uranus will still be in Aries, so the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. Well, this could be at times where perhaps this could manifest in Aries friendships. It could be Aries sun, moon, or ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Aries-like characteristics might figure more prominently than usual in your goals, your aspirations, even your future in general, or maybe playing a role in some kind of group, club, or organization. This could also be about this could be about dealing with very unpredictable and acrimonious, angry behavior, perhaps from friends, from acquaintances, even stepchildren if you do have any. And at this time, this could be with your situations with your friends, your acquaintances. It might be a little bit sporadic, erratic, and unpredictable at this time. On a positive note, you might find yourself pursuing some kind of Uranus-like goal or aspiration. It could be with a lot of assertive, aggressive Aries energy. It could be something connected with computers, electronics, innovation, aerospace, astronomy, even rocket science, anything, or humanitarian endeavor, anything that could be Uranus related. So anyway, well, next thing up is Neptune will still be in Pisces. So the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, Gemini, this could be at this time where perhaps your matters with the career and even the dominant parent, which is often the father, might seem somewhat nebulous and unclear. 10th house people at this time might seem a little bit more deceptive and duplicitous at this time. This could be the dominant parent. It could be authority figures. It could be people that are prominent in your career. And also, too, you might find in some cases this could be about the dissolving or dissipation, perhaps of one's public image or reputation, or could simply be about pursuing a Neptune-like career at this point in time. This could be doing something connected with photography, chemistry, special effects, metaphysical, which could include astrology, poetry, dancing, anything that it could be pharmaceutical work. It could be helping people with dealing with alcohol or drug recovery, anything that could be Neptune related. Last but not least, Pluto will still be in Capricorn, so the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, well, I know a lot of you don't want me to say the dreaded D word, but you know I'm going to anyway. In some cases, this may manifest an actual literal death of someone you're in a sexual or intimate relationship with. You might be dealing with upheavals and power struggles with somebody you're in an intimate or sexual connection with. This could also manifest perhaps in possible surgery, perhaps with something Capricorn related, such as the knees, the bones, or the joints. And remember that Pluto is about transformation. This could be some kind of knee replacement that may take place at this time, especially if this is making in conjunct to your ascendant. That could really increase the propensity for that. If you have other indicators such as progressions in your or other transits that might indicate there might be some need for some surgery at this point in time. So anyway, it also could be a time where, on a positive note, it could be a good time perhaps to eradicate any kind of credit card debt, or maybe tax issues at this time, or insurance or tax issues if you do have any. This also could be about dealing with some kind of destructive psychological issues at this time as well. And also, this could be a time too where, Pluto energy can be very compulsive, obsessive, and fixated. This could be a time too where you might feel maybe more fixated on matters that are connected with sex more so than usual at this point in time. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Gemini February 2019 horoscope forecast part 2 of 2. Stay tuned next time where I'll be giving you my Cancer February 2019 horoscope part 1 of 2. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.